every nationality that comes to America, they know who they are. And if any of your children are sitting in integrated classrooms today, all of those little nationalities in that classroom know who they are, and your child does not know. How many of you remember being colored? Remember the colored days? See, most everybody remembers colored days. I mean, we were really important in colored time, weren't we? I mean, we had colored town. It was always on the other side of the tracks, but we had our own colored town. We had things named after us as colored people. We had colored waiting rooms. So a lot of other people didn't have that. We had our own room, colored waiting room. We even had water fountain couldn't nobody else drink from but us. I mean, we had it made in those days. Hey, look, all you other nasty breath people, get away from our fountain. Now, this is a colored water fountain. You better get away from here, right? We didn't know how fortunate we were. You'd be drinking AIDS today, all these other folk. Integrated AIDS. We were world renowned with our name, the colored people. We had organizations named after us all across the planet, right? Everybody. National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Wasn't that awesome? I think that organization's still hanging around. Colored organization. And when we looked at our driver's license, what was on it? Say, what's your nationality? What did we have on there? Colored, the big C. Got ready to go out the country? What's your nationality, boy? Colored. Pull out the driver's license. Where are you from? I'm colored, sir. Is that real? Colored days. So I began to walk around the country as I'm going around the country now, and I asked some of the leaders, well, I know you're colored. I say, now, do you have a colored name? I say, no. I say, well, Japanese, say they Japanese. They have Japanese names. Chinese, say they have Chinese names. I said, well, okay. Do you speak Colourese? They said, no. I said, well, Japanese speak Japanese. Chinese speak Japanese. You know? Spanish people speak Spanish. Why are you so different? You trying to be funny, man? No, I'm not being funny. I'm asking a question. It's logical. Well, is there a place on the map called Colored Land? I say, no. I've never seen a colored land. You ever seen colored land? No. So everybody else has a land. Japanese have Japan. Chinese have China. Mexicans have Mexico. You know, Cubans have Cuba. Where's your colored land? Hey, they don't have none. So they got together and said, it's kind of dangerous to be colored around Yahweh and Yahweh. They said, we better come up with something else. So they all the black think tank, you know, we have some intellectuals, they get together and they come up with what we're supposed to think over the next few years from the think tank. So they came up with, after that, they came up with, what was that? Negro. And they looked on a map in Africa and it said Niger. The Niger River, that's what I heard, Niger River. And it said Niger, N-I-G-E-R. So that's too close to nigger, you know, N-I-G-G-E-R. So they come up with Negro. Negro. How many remember Negro days? Remember the Negro? Well, we big time when we were Negroes, weren't we? We had stopped being colored and became Negroes. Lost our water fountain. Lost our colored waiting room. I mean, gosh, we lost Color Town. It was rough. I mean, we just lost it right then, became Negroes. So I walked around the country again. I said, well, look, do you have a Negro name? He said, no. I said, well, you took on a new identity. What's your nationality? Negro. But do you speak Negroese? No. Everybody else speaks a language after what they are, after their nationality. Well, is there a land called Negro land? And they hollered, no. They said, boy, y'all got us again. So they had to call another meeting. And while they trying to meet, one of the brothers came up with a thing, had some hooks on the, some prongs on the bottom, with a black pile fish, had fish at the top. What was that called? Picks, yeah, you know, hair picks. Called, what kind was that called? Afro. How many remember the Afro day? Dashiki day. Yeah. Oh, that was it, wasn't it? Then the brothers, we got a little money, went over to Africa. Guess what we found out? Wasn't one African wearing an afro. Wasn't no Africans were wearing dashikis. So the brothers came back to America and said, hey man, nobody in Africa is wearing dashikis. Nobody in America is wearing afros. Said, look at the afro pick. It was made in Hong Kong. They ran another game on us. Look at this. So they came out with another